Gentleman's recognized.
Well, I particularly want to thank the chairman for getting the water resources development bills back on track. We had gone many years without an authorization, and the chairman made it a priority to do this every 2 years. And we also have created a new process through which we provide some direction to the Corps of Engineers in where to invest their scarce resources. If I had my way, or maybe if we have different leadership in the next Congress, we would go back to a much simpler, explicit process where we would designate high priority local infrastructure investment as needed in certain areas around the United States of America to better facilitate commerce. But that's for another day. This is a good bill. It is a bipartisan bill. There is, however, one problem. And that problem is that Ronald Reagan worked with the Democratic Congress to create a harbor maintenance trust fund funded by a minuscule ad valorem tax on the value of goods that come in from overseas and pass through our ports. Consistently, Congress has underspent those funds under both Democratic and Republican leadership. And many years ago, I started to work with the chairman's father on this very issue. That's more than 2 decades ago now. And we did make substantial progress in the last Congress and in this Congress. An amendment that I offered to the Water Resources Bill put us on a track towards spending all of the tax that's collected for harbor maintenance on harbor maintenance. Now, I know that's kind of shocking in this town that you'd collect a tax from people and then spend it on the thing for which it's dedicated. But I think that would be right. And my proposal was adopted unanimously in the committee twice. And then Speaker Ryan, through his control of the Rules Committee, reached into the bill and extracted that amendment. Why would they do that when we, on an average daily basis, have less than 40% of the authorized capacity at our 59 largest harbors? Why would we cripple United States commerce and shipping interests and just-in-time delivery? Why would we do that? Well, so they can pretend that the deficit is a little tiny bit less. I mean, when it comes to taxes, whoa, $1 trillion here, $1 trillion there, we don't care about deficits. But when it comes to spending the harbor maintenance tax on harbor maintenance, like, oh, if we can scam off, a few $100 million every year, we'll put it over here in an imaginary trust fund that we'll never spend. So it's a bunch of BS that we're doing that. You should not be collecting taxes from the American people and then not spending the money on the intended and needed purpose. The Corps' estimate is they need about $20 billion to bring all our harbors up to authorized depths in the next 10 years. And if we were spending the full harbor maintenance trust fund income on an annual basis and spending down the balance that's already accumulated, we could exceed that goal and begin to deal with other issues, jetty problems and the like. The White House has come up with a brilliant and different solution. They want to reduce the harbor maintenance tax, so we will never, ever bring our ports up to authorized depths. In any case, that's the major problem with this bill. The chairman has already mentioned a number of the attributes of this bill. There's a provision that potentially will make the Corps more efficient on dredging projects and look at multi-year as opposed to annual contracts. The Corps is getting some tools to respond to climate change. Whoa, I can't believe we got that in there. Sea level rise and natural disasters. And it requires the Corps to be more transparent in how it chooses projects. As I mentioned earlier, I think Congress should be a little more direct there, but again, that's for another day. It has provisions that are important to my district and my state, which are fully justified. And again, a good bipartisan project, and I reserve the balance of my time.
The gentleman from Oregon reserves. The gentleman from